Hello there. Dental Viz is currently checking out the tower. I got a new keyboard. Ah, and of course he goes. We are gonna do farming bits today. Where did he go? Ah, poof. Probably gonna work on random shit around the base too. Um, figure I didn't go out. All right. So I'm not. That is actually my plan for today. All right. So, guess we should probably empty out ye old inventory. Um, Another thing I want to do today is we're going to run here in a bit to spawn, where I hear T has set up a chest. For shulkers. Whether he's selling boxes of the shelves, I don't know. I have not gone and looked yet. I don't know what the prices are. Debating whether I want to cash in on the 2 stacks of diamonds I'm holding in my inner chest or do a mining session. Where did I put those rockets? Make more soon. Okay. So first, harvest this bit. Honestly, probably. Let me see how we're doing on seeds from that since we're using fortune. Probably enough. He's planted back up. Been AFK for a few in-game days. So where did I put that bed? Oh yeah, it's down here, isn't it? Oop, there it is. Yeah. Or are we on clan block? A little bit more. The reason we haven't gone back to do any more with the storage, I'm reconsidering how it's going to be laid out. I'm starting to think instead of it being facing the outer terraces, we may actually make that area inside that we've cleared out, make that a storage room. Doot, 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 doot. Perry XP0 with the raid. What's going on, Raiders? Hello there. How you guys doing today? Well, I'm guessing I know who suggested the raid. Hey there, Seaster. Oh, yeah. You you gotta agree to a stream that's likely to have adult content in the form of smoking and drinking and cussing. Oof. So what were you guys doing on stream today? And is Perry a platypus? Sorry, I couldn't resist. 2 Point Museum. I think I've heard of that. That sounds familiar. Though I have not played. Wasn't enough wheat. We must get more seeds. That is honestly about how the space has come to be. That's where we're starting at least. Because I was looking at the base, having a hard time figuring out what I wanted to work on today. And just the more I looked at it and saw these empty fields, I decided I was just going to start there and kind of see where we go. No specific plans today. It is. But that makes everything basically the only thing spawnable around this section is the little clumps of the natural hill that are still sticking out. Think about it, none of the farm field is spawnable. None of the path is spawnable. And if I ever need wheat for anything, it's here. And when we're done, we can clear out our our starter farms down there. At which point, okay, so there is a method to my madness today. These fields need planted and finished off going down the side. Down the sides where we're going to have all of our carrots, potatoes. Probably going to actually put the sugar cane inside on an auto farm. Don't know if that's going to go on today or not. Probably not because we still have to clear space for that. They are the superior veg when compared to carrots, anyway. Although, when I get in real life, it's hard. It's hard to beat that green bean casserole. Mashed, smothered in milk gravy and ketchup. And I don't want to hear it. I am my mother's son. Really want to sit here? No, I don't. I don't want to waste my time bone milling all that. We should probably do something about this. So yeah, let's. Wrong chest. I don't know who put another chest over here and doubled the chest that I had, but I mean, it's fine. You guys are going to get to be relocated in the near future. I think we will actually, if we get far enough on the projects today, which I don't think we will, these guys could get a new home. Oh, I hit a baby. Not stupid babies, quit getting in the way. You say, no, don't kill mommy. Yeah, this mess up here isn't going to be around too much longer either. Need to start working toward cleaning this up. But so anyway, the idea is we get our crops moved up here. We can get rid of all that down there. We can get rid of that stupid notch, which is literally just angling away from those from those starter farms. Bring it out further. Maybe we keep that notch as our new stairway down to there. Um, Although our main waterfront area is going to be over there, which is going to be a really nice harbor eventually. But I want to extend this platform around, and it's going to wrap around that side. Just to kind of finish off, balance, evening out the lower levels, and have basically, yeah, it's not going to be. Actually, I don't know. Kind of feel like I want it to, so we don't have a giant wall right here. But yeah, all this is going to go. This path is going to get swallowed up. But we need to get rid of all these farms down here first. Which means we need the other farms over here. Alright, so I got that done. Where did I leave my water? Bucket? I don't think I left them up here. Oh, right, I'm feeding the animals. Then we slept, and then we got distracted. I've never had so much rotten luck hitting the babies. Yeah, I think we got enough. Hook all that up. Bee nests. Looking for our water bucket. Yes, is going to be down here. They're empty, but they're there. We're going to need some of that. Now then, I do have water sources, infinite water sources, tucked away throughout that. There's a couple of them. I think that's actually the third one there. By the way, after my keyboard, my W key broke ending the last stream, I went to Best Buy and got myself a SteelSeries Apex 3, which is the same keyboard the wife has. And so far, I am absolutely loving it. Why am I pinging you, dude? Okay. Ball. We need all the things. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. New keyboard. Were you watching yesterday when my keyboard broke at the end of my stream? Here. Um, oh, Yeah. Best Buy it's normally it's $55. The wrist rest is magnetic. That actually just magnets to the front of the keyboard. And it's actually for being plastic, it's actually fairly comfortable. It's got a nice surface on it. It's getting dark again. No, Spencer is begging for it though. Can't afford that shiz. Yeah, see exactly. One, two, three, four, one, two, four, one, two, three, four, one, two, four. You go away. Yeah, I really want to have another. I mean, I've got my infinite water source here. I don't really need another one over here. I ever can hide that water source. Yeah. Oh. Darren's gift came in. Oh, I'm so excited for Darren's present. So excited. Can't wait till he for him to open it. It's already wrapped and under the tree, but um, it's a drawing tablet for his computer. He does a lot of art on his computer, a lot of stuff in like paint and shit. I don't know if he's actually using paint or what he's using, but he's really good at it. And I found him this little tablet. Um, it's oh, you did, or did you see that like that list of? I'm confused. Her post. Okay, it's so awesome though. I can't wait for him to open it. Like that. That's my Christmas gift is seeing how happy that makes him. Right? Eventually, I'm gonna have lanterns hanging there. One, two, three. Um, I don't have one yet. I don't even have a villager. I need villagers. I have not gone in search. Um, I don't know if there's a wild sander bob or key watching. Sander bob, it would be easier, but if anyone wanted to just kind of maybe drop off two villagers, um, maybe just leave them over by that little island over there. Then I could get a breeder going and get my own villagers set up. Said though, we do have a dry ghast, so we could always hydrate him and take him a boat, some leads, get a couple villagers into a boat, and then tie the boat to the ghast and ride the ghast back. Ooh, about where we don't have to build up from way down low. Should be. Two, three, four, right there. Ha! There. Oh, wrong one. Oh yeah, we're fine, and that's not going to be spawnable anyway. In just a moment. Okay, well that's not part of this section of hydration, so there. But we gotta go get our water again. Don't do that in the crops. Eat. Oh, perfect fit. Hello, T. You see the new tower? Were you watching yesterday when my keyboard broke? Ah, my alarm goes off at 4 a.m. every morning. At least every morning that I have to work. So I understand. But yeah, my W key just completely left the chat. Oh, that's my alarm. No W for me. Yeah, that's the sec. I don't feel like I'm being. I know I play a lot of games, and therefore W gets used a lot. I don't feel like I'm that overly hard on it. I don't hit the keys that hard. I mean, could it be the fact that I smoke and left-handed and oh yeah, I mean that's not uncommon. But I mean like W just completely stopped working. Um the 715 might be a little bit better. I'm not a fan of Logitech's proprietary their in-house switches. But then again, I had I think it was the 615. Oh, I've had some Logitech keyboards that I loved. I had the 510, I think it was, the real nice gaming membrane keyboard with the screen back in the day. Um, yes, and the macro buttons. I might still have the old thing buried in the closet somewhere. I'm not going to go dig for it right now. Um, my mouse is, I don't know if it's actually picking up the 502. Um, headsets Logitech. Um, but no, I actually love Logitech. But when they stopped using the cherry switches and went to their in-house switches, I just didn't like them. I just didn't like those switches as much. Um, on their mechanical keyboards, and they're still good keyboards. But yeah, my 615 W key messed up on me, and my Corsair K70 is what I had up until yesterday. Um, W key went out on it as well, and it had cherry switches. Um, it had the cherry reds, which I seem to have an issue with the red. That's the second set of reds that I've also had in a row. That I mean, two different branded reds that I had a lot of issues with multi-typing letters. My I seem to be too heavy of a typer for reds. Maybe that was my problem. Maybe it was a combination of me being. Maybe it was just the fact that I'm too heavy on red switches. Um, but the Steel Series is a mechanical. It's cheap mechanical. It's regularly $55. I got it on sale for 39. And it was the last one Best Buy had yesterday. Um, and I was about to go to Walmart and get the 10 keyless version. Yeah, and like I said, this is the exact same keyboard that the wife's been using for about the past year, and she loves it. So I went on her recommendation of it after having used it for a while. Um, but yeah, like I was gonna go get the 10 keyless from Walmart, just because they didn't have the 10 key. Well, they had the 10 key, but they didn't have it on sale. They had it for $55. I was having trouble sorting out Best Buy's website to see if my local one had it in stock or not. So I was just gonna go to Walmart. They had the 10 keyless on sale for $31.99. I didn't want a 10 keyless, but I just paid rent, so my budget is there. I just paid rent and bought Christmas presents. So my budget is very, 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 very small. Not a good time for keyboard break. But yeah, I just spent $700 on rent and $200 on Christmas. I don't have much money left, and next paycheck don't hit until Thursday morning, like late Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and that's with the get your money early with direct deposit through PayPal. This payday's Friday. But so, what I would have really liked is to have this be my excuse to finally get into high end. Uriah's birthday was Friday. Happy birthday, Uriah. We had to get that and Christmas and house payment and now an electrician. Oh, what do you need the electrician for? See, if you were here, you wouldn't need to hire an electrician. You just call Henry. Anytime I need an electrician, I call Henry. But then again, he wired this house, so that's not good. It's not good at all. You go a little too hard on Thanksgiving and blow a fuse? That sucks. Only a little boot for that one. I think we've gone far enough to constitute tucking away another infinite water source. Do that. Here. Yeah, hopefully it's not in the walls. Okay, you're baking your ice cake in the air fryer oven. Dude, air fryers are the shit. That's actually was one of the selling points for me on the range that I bought back in April. Um, is that the oven is also an air fryer. Anyway, you plugged in vacuum, 3 outlets went out. Yeesh. Changed them all out, and there is power to the lines, but the outlets won't do anything. So you're getting power on the wires at the outlet, but the outlet's not working even after you change the outlet? And everything's good in the breaker? Oof. Careful, Ed. Okay, what did T ask? Or you realize all modern keyboards and mice have macro. You just do it and it's software. Yes, we were talking, Sander Bob, we are referring to specific macro keys. I don't know if he's actually watching or not. Oh, all right. We have no water. Then we have night. That's so weird. I know nothing about AC, so all my electrical knowledge is DC. I got no I got no AC. I'm just DC. But you got power to it. I would wonder if maybe it's a ground issue in that spot. I mean, if he was an electrical tradesman, he should be able to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, if anyone can figure it out, he should be just fine. I'd probably trust him over the electricians they send out. Not gonna lie, just based on experience. Now, I know we've got overlapping coverage here. This is mainly for those two. Right, yeah. You know that's not going to be cheap. That torch was actually pretty necessary. One thing I'm really loving about this SteelSeries keyboard, um, like I said, it is their proprietary switches, which I'm not against. I'm just not a big fan of Logitech's. Um, Switches in this keyboard, they just call the on the box. They're just labeled as whisper quiet gaming switches, and this is one of the quietest mechanical keyboards I have ever had. Reminds me of the Browns in my first keyboard, in my first mechanical, and oh, I love Brown switches. Okay, take Doggo Pato. Well, we need more water. Hey, we put in an infinite water source right here. So we don't have to go all the way back to the other one, all the way over there. Here. Wrong tool. Man. Actually, kind of annoying how close that is to getting everything that was left, yet still being slightly incapable. Like we just took that 2 blocks too far. Those were going to dehydrate anyway. Put one hidden slightly there. They hidden slightly because once we do this, you'll be able to see it. Now, now this little strip. I think we're going to just leave it. We might end up detailing that for the path. And that strip, I think we're gonna leave it be as well, which is why we didn't finish everything. Didn't bring that all the way out. We may even push this back to like here or something. I don't know. But all our wheat out the front here. Now we want our carrots and potats. But we need to grab some. We a little bit here. Well, that'll get us started at least. And just like we had them planted there, it's going to be all alternating rows. Actually, I know what we're going to do with that one strip now. We're going to have to actually get up and get a drink soon. Got a little bit of drink in my cup, but that was the end of my monsters. That can go too, but I'm not too worried about it. We got it all planted. Oh man. Back when I worked in telemarketing, I would just sit there and play with the ball all shift. True story. But yeah, I think this strip right here we could do our melons and pumpkins, but I got to get that wall built up to one more. Actually, it needs to go up one more before any wall extensions. And actually, I don't think we're going to be doing the wall detailing on this section. Because eventually I'm going to open this up, and that's going to be like our, like if you're coming down the eventual future road here and coming into the base here, this is going to be the horse stalls. horse stables for this side of the hill. Whoa, wrong button. um, anyway, we were going to plant some carrots and potats. Back and forth. These will probably rare. These farms will probably very, very rarely actually be used. But if I ever need some carrots or some potatoes, it's always going to be here. Oh, we out of potats. Feel like I kind of need to fill that space in, but I don't know where I want to put the water over there. That's going to be a lot of carrots and potatoes. But then again, that's a lot of wheat. That platform get growing. Anyway, that platform is going to be where the livestock is going to get moved to eventually. So that's another project we can do here soon. Um, really kind of need to get my shit sorted a little bit better. Do have a bit more carrots. If I have very many potatoes that I haven't. This is all carrots. This is all what I've been using to feed livestock. Right? Oh, we'll get some more poisonous potatoes in there. There's some more potatoes. Check the chests down here. Yes, I got it. I got it. Nope, that's all the potatoes. Hey, Sander, you wouldn't happen to have a couple spare villagers, or maybe a villager breeder that you could pop two out of and leave over here on the sandy island? Would be epic and awesome of you. Well, I have been given a dried ghast. Um, so we could always try to ghast them out. You know, put them in a boat, put the boat on a ghast. But I don't know if we can get a ghast. I have not either. If we have to do it from 2,000 blocks away, though, uh, yeah, you can actually, when you're leading a boat, you can actually lead it up hills. You can pull it uphill. But yeah, you can put them in a boat and hook the boat to the ghast and then just fly the ghast around. Ghastly wouldn't fit. Well, if you lead the boat, you can pull the boat up a hill. Or we go from 2,000 blocks out and slow fly a ghast out and slow fly back. All right, well, that's as far as that's going to get. But I would need to grow my ghast. Good thing it's almost night. But yeah, Sander, did you get caught up on yesterday's VOD? Did you see the disaster at the end? Oh, God. Man, I do need me some villagers. Oh, I was I had 3/4 of the roof done. I was going to get started on the last corner of the roof, and my W key just quit. W key left the chat. Switch died. Soldered switch not replaceable. Yeah, second keyboard. Second keyboard that's happened. First was a Logitech, and then a Corsair. Yeah, right after the stream, I went to Best Buy. I've got a SteelSeries Apex 3. Same one the wife's using. Same one the wife's been using for a year. I don't know. Those were both red switches. Um, and both those keyboards, I also had the um, type once and get multiple of a letter, get multiple key presses out of a press. So I'm wondering if maybe I'm just too heavy of a typer for red switches. Hi, Tilly. So awful. But yes, I'm wondering if I'm just too heavy of a typer for red switches. But so we'll see how the $39 on sale entry level. Oh, I have not had a single multi-type issue with this keyboard. I can type full speed again. It's I love it. And it's quiet, so quiet. It's got really really nice backlighting on it too. All right, have a good one, Sander. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, through here. Build this up. Bye bye, Torch. You are gone now. You will despawn down there. You were smart. Question is, where, how do what I would like to do is have my melons and pumpkins all right in a row right here. Planning on having actually building out an entrance and a horse stable in the wall and everything right here. So this wall is not getting the same treatment that everything else has so far. So I'm not going to have that extra bit of thickness here to be able to put it under the wall, put it in the wall without using like stair blocks. But I don't want to use the stair blocks because I'm going to forget they're there. I'm going to break them at some point and flood things as I'm building. Ugh. So maybe instead, I don't want to do too much over here either because there's going to be a terrace coming off the top of that that's up higher than that terrace. Oh, I mean, I guess we could just do a row right here. Hmm. I don't know where I want to put my melons and pumpkins. I know what I can do here, even though, like I said, it's going to get automation. I'm not quite ready to automate yet. Still going to need sugarcane. So, that buckets is this one, that up. Did I take from the end instead of from the middle? Okay. Now, all right, that torch survived. I never popped it off. I never accidentally hit it. All right, got our sugarcane. Woo! do a little bit of this. All right. Now, I need to get something to drink. So I'll be right back while I'm gone. Get a nice view of the area. I'll be right back. I am back. Fresh beverage. And knocked out bio break. Alright, so we got sugar cane in. Beans is the bamboo. And you know, we could just take this last bit here. These guys. Just do our melon and pumpkins there. Try to pick them all up. A lot of zeros right there. I feel like I should start on this room. That might grow onto the path, might it? One seed out, back out of stems too. Right, there we go. Otherwise, I could have just jumped on them. Yeah. Again, we're not doing anything with that section there yet. I don't know what's going on with that. Where should I put the bamboo? is something I have yet to get sorted. Where do we put our bamboo? Or we have it. We have it maybe. You know what? It's going to be around this side. Bring this around this side, but we're going to hug it kind of tight. And we can just have a path with the bamboo. Okay. So that means it's time to start planning out. Okay, so we're going to move on from farming stuff and grab our cobble and rework all this here. But first off, let's sweep. Go up there and get the rest of the cobble. Yeah. They're going to use the stairs. At least I am prepared with a hoe. Okay, I do not have a seed on me. But now then, we got this area here. One thing that is not going to stay is this notch. Yeah, I stayed over by 2. You can stick with that. Kind of debate. I want to keep this old school path. I'm not entirely sure that I do. I think what we'll do instead, we've got this wall here already started. So I guess we do need the, shouldn't need the hoe much anymore. Unless we want to fortune these leaves. Yeah. Two saplings out of that. Sweet. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to work out a new, this pathway is going bye-bye. this point in here, we'll work out a new stairway down to that, which is going to be kind of the back entrance to the harbor, which is going to incorporate from that island. Basically, this is one edge of the harbor. It's going to be in front of this, all this here, up to the mouth of the river here, and a bit of this, probably build that out a bit as well. I don't know how far, but you kind of get the idea. So we're going to have basically a big harbor here with like our main central area being here. This platform is going to wrap around the side pretty tight here. Probably end up rounding some bits off, but I'm not going to. Right now, we're going to do everything square. I can go back to the corners and round them off later. Here, we're kind of following where we've already got a wall started. Relocate, and the path's probably going to come down this way, and then we'll have. Might try to do two staircases, one going that way, one going that way from this point here. But we'll work that out here. That's far after that comes after we get the outline. First, we need to get the general outline. Take this all the way back to the hill. Bam. want to just, for the sake of reference for now, he blocks up in there. Wow. Give me a better reference from down there where that edge is. Don't. Yeah, we're just completely erasing the old text. But it's fine. The base is evolving. Here. One block off. Might push that out. The one more block. playing with various shapes here until I like what I see, or until we run out of cobble. Funny at the moment. Yeah, I almost feel like we need to incorporate along there. Maybe even like come back here. Not 100% sure though. This much I know for sure is going to be leveled out to this. Add waste rockets. Pause it there. Now, this I'm wanting to turn into a little lake, a pond, and have like a dam here. Let's say far out do we want? Because that's not going to be the end of that level. Ooh, buttons. Yes, I'm aware that we're at a higher height. We are going to put some elevation change into this. Definitely a trust the process moment because this is going to look ugly for a while before it looks good. But just remember this process that we're doing here is translated into all this over here. We're just kind of sorting out now what the other side here looks like. Okay. There's there. That one is kind of bounding by that lake, that pond there. And in this area, we're going to leave open for the spillway to the from the future reservoir. Which will get its own terrace level. I almost wonder if bring this whole section up to that level. maybe keep it out to here. Then jut out a little bit and encompass that bit there. Same time, I do want to keep some of this space here open for the path to Sanderbob. Oh, and Sander, I know you're not watching right now, but because you had to go, but I know you'll be catching up on the VOD later. If you are using that as your entrance, could build some kind of pier or something that comes from your cave to the land, or even just kind of carve out right there and come up. But I want to have your path come along the riverfront here. Wrong button. And around the hill. I'm eventually going to engulf the whole hill. And then this path that's going to come out of there will come around and we'll meet up with another path that comes off this side of the hill. I'm thinking about making that a moat or a little canal there to connect the two rivers, making a moat around my. I guess we don't quite have the moat because we don't have the connection there. Might, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, we might bring water across a canal across there. Then we'll have our bridge over, and that will go off to Dental Viz and Red Eye. I think that's Dental Viz there where that's been flattened, but I'm not sure. But I think we're gonna actually have some things terraced around here. So for that reason, I do kind of want to have this pushed out further. We need just ow. Oh, T beat me to the bed. Torches. Bunch of this area all nice and lit up so I can feel comfortable working over here without forcing myself to go to sleep every single night. With just a major reminder when the phantoms decide to strike. It's a bit. See, right there, right there. That's exactly why we need to do this. Okay, he got me. Part of this. Holy crap, they're coming for me. Extra plea. Gonna go away. Call that goody. No. Good enough for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's far enough. Thought I had it all lit. Got a little carried away on that one. But it's okay. We made a lot of torches. So. I think though that should be at a different level. We're here and sleep again. Didn't quite make it. Oof. That was kind of annoying. Push this all the way back. This bit. Yep. Again, I'm sorry if any of this is a bit boring or looks a bit sloppy. This is just how I'm processing my vision in my head, processing this in my head, throwing down lines till I like the way I it feels like it flows until it feels like it flows right. Instead of dropping that down, maybe we just keep that at that level. Okay. So we've got that platform on that level there. Hmm. Couple days I've been feeling every cough and sneeze in my back. Hasn't gone out yet, but it's been oh feeling like it could anytime. Actually. Come back over here. Level, yes, that's actually perfect. Oh, oh, so close. Can't be having zeros right there. No, 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 no. All right. Yes. Area that sticks out, we may bring that, widen that out a little bit. But I like the look of that. And this might actually end up being where we do our quote unquote residential zone. Like where me, wifey, and Darren can each build a house. That might be an area where I leave it unclaimed and let them, or I could subdivide, but I mean, we got other claim issues to worry about first. That's going to be a lot going on there. All right, so I guess here's the question, because I am now out of cobble again. We definitely don't have enough dirt to fill any of this in. So I feel like now is a good time to. We've got two options. I can either we can go ahead and wrap up the stream here, or you guys can hang out with me while I just dig out for materials. You guys want to hang out for material gathering bit? Going to be we're going to start by digging out underneath the tower and clearing out space at that level because that's where I'm going to have like my it's like under there is where I'm going to do the automatic sugar cane and probably have kelp and shit down there. You know what? There's still a few people here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I got a little bit of time before I got up anyway. So let's a couple things here. We're gonna not throw our hoe. We treat our hoes better than that. Look at free crap, basically. Again for a bit. I think we're in decent shape on wood again, especially if you need birch. Ooh, crap. That's a big bumbo. Okay. Let's take half a stack of diamonds with us to spawn. $200 per shulker box. I got $2,000. Can put me right under Santa Bob. We're going to do another mining session here soon. Uh, I cannot seem to access the shop. And I'm broke again. Thank you. I knew I had to be being dumb. Joker boxes! Yay! Alright, so Diggy Sesh. Yeah, got it. Let's, you know what? Let's find some good Christmas music to vibe to. For now, go to here. You can't have zeros. No, 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 no. Yeah, basically, as we terrace over the hill, we remove the hill itself, and the base goes in its place. Probably should at some point here in the near future take our looting sword and go check out that fortress that Darren found and get us some skelly heads and do the thing. Oopsies. Aha! Okay. Temporary shelter. It's going to be a long time before we have all of this hollowed out. I don't know if we will ever get all this hollowed out. Start setting up some strategic beacons. Might be able to get a bit more of it done. Necessarily feel like we need to hollow out everything. But we can kind of just, I think we're just going to hollow things out as we go. That said, it has been fairly good for resource gathering up to this point. It's a whole lot of nope down there. I think we'll just dig out this room here. Bit. For today. My next bit after this is just filling in dirt and the cobble walls, and for the most part leaving that as off-camera work. Leave a lot of the resource gathering, like this right here, for the most part off camera. But it's going to be the planning and detailing builds that I'm primarily wanting to stream. As far as City Skylines goes, it loaded into the game today. I am going to start looking at maps again here soon, probably over the next few days. But I am primarily right now waiting for Platter to come out. After seeing that mod, I want to use it, but I want to use it from the beginning of the city. So, yeah, after seeing City Planner Play's video about the mod, I have decided that my city can wait until that mod is ready. To just take full control over the zoning the way it allows you to. It just looks like an absolute game changer. Like when I start that city with Platter, we're going to be all default zoning. Is the default zoning grid is not. I'm just going to turn it off, and we're going to plop all the zoning. We're going to have that fine level of control. We'll be able to zone around curves. Oh, it's going to be so nice. If you're not aware of the mod I'm referencing for Cities 2, it's called Platter. It is not yet on the on Paradox Mods. It hasn't been released yet, but City Planner Plays got to look at a pre-release build of it and posted a video. Definitely go look him up and check that out. But it allows you to basically override the vanilla zoning and place your own zoning grid. So no more fighting with it to get it just right. I think that would allow us to build like cul-de-sac neighborhoods better too. Just about got this room. How long have we been full? Too horribly long, unless a bunch of stuff despawned. I did not make the jump. Righty. That is our room dug out in here. But this will open up in that direction. Need to dig it out at some point. But I think we are at a good stopping point here. So that's going to do it for me for today. I thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.